yourself for the darkness.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode number 2 of the Crude Bit. Thank you for joining us. Today's episode will have a lot of superhero shit going on. Got a lot of updates. Got the free games of the month for April. Hopefully we can get this out just enough time so that way you know beforehand. Either way, pay close attention so that way you can figure it all out. With me, like always, is my co-host Jimmy. How we doing, bud?
What's up, dog? How's it
Anything
going?
new going on with you?
Not shit.
Not
Same
shit.
shit. Not shit. Same shit.
Not
Whatever
shit.
that
Same
means.
shit.
Yeah.
All right.
Exactly.
Well, I think it's been about 2 weeks, 3 weeks since our last one. I know we got a
Has it? It's been like 2 weeks, right?
yes, but we're up, we're going. Took a little bit to get everything figured out with the actual release. So sorry for those watching the last video. I know some of that was a little outdated, but it's all good. Thanks for joining us anyways.
There was still some good shit in there. Hopefully
Always
it was
good
entertaining.
shit. Yeah, hanging out with us at the very least, right?
Yeah.
Well, so let's go ahead and get into the news. Get some updates for everybody. First
Sweet.
thing first, we got I Am Legend 2. Finally has been confirmed 15 years later. I know the first
15 years later. Is it really 15, dude?
It's been 15 fucking
Kiss
years.
my ass. That's why they're talking about having to use fucking the aging software on Will. Because I didn't realize it's 15 years. I guess, yeah, because I'm thinking, oh, he could probably still play that character. But I'm thinking now, like, no. But apparently, like, I guess he played in a movie not too long ago, or I guess recently, where they used some aging software and it came out really well. He played
Gemini
like a younger,
Man.
Yeah, he played a younger version of himself. I guess
Yeah.
it supposedly came out really well, so they're probably going to use the same shit.
It also depends on what route they
Depending
take
on the
with movie.
storyline.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I heard that if that's what they're going to do, then that's the route they'll most likely take.
Yeah, so
Be
well,
cool.
he turned down the movie.
I'm all
doing
for
it.
another I Am Legend.
Well, he turned it down for a while, the original
know.
or the sequel, and then
Yeah.
finally Michael B. Jordan, of all people, I guess he had he pitched the right thing to him and came across, and Will liked it, so he agreed to it. So I'm curious, what the hell?
He said.
Yeah, what that conversation went. So,
Well, I mean, he's not just some dude that's like, hey, I want to be in the sequel with you. Like, I mean, he's been in some really good shit.
yeah,
He's been good in most everything he's been in. Even in the shit when he was younger, before like Black Panther and shit. His roles were really good. So
was that him in Chronicle? I think that was him in Chronicle.
Yeah.
I actually really liked that movie.
and that dude killed him.
Yeah.
Their friend killed him. Yeah, I think he killed him first, right? And that's what set it, like the rest of it off. And then the other friend had to kill him. Yeah, great fucking movie, dude. So underrated. That movie's fucking sick, bro. I love that POV style movie, bro. I like POV shooting movies.
It's really
I like that. And then have you seen Hardcore Henry?
I couldn't watch it. I don't care for that.
Fucking
that camera
sick. I watched it on I was watching it tripping nuts. It was fucking awesome, bro. Such a mind fuck.
Yeah, that was like what's that one movie with the monsters? They made 3 different ones. I know we've talked about it before.
The monsters.
Cloverfield.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they made and then they made like extensions.
Yeah, the Cloverfield Paradox and what is that?
That was good. I like
Lane.
Cloverfield Paradox. Yeah, the Cloverfield. I haven't seen Cloverfield Lane, but I have seen the original and then Paradox. I'll have to watch Cloverfield Lane.
Paradox.
I do like that little universe right there in that bubble.
Yeah, I haven't seen the Lane one either. Apparently, that's got who's that? John Goodman, is that his name?
Oh, I have seen that.
Then you've seen the Lane.
That's the one where he keeps the girl in the bunker and tells her that they can't go outside because of the.
From what I've heard, yeah, I haven't seen it, but yeah.
Well,
yeah,
I have. It is fucking crazy.
Paradox
he was right.
Is the one
he was right, but he was also a fucking psycho. That was a great fucking movie. No, I've seen Paradox. That's the one that's in space. That's a series.
Yeah, that's one of my fucking favorite. I like.
Series?
There's a lot of. Yeah, it's just.
Is there gonna be? Did they axe it or it was a mini series? So it was only gonna get one. It wasn't a series. I thought it was a series.
The Cloverfield Paradox.
Maybe I've just watched it in sections because I just didn't get to finish it in one sitting. I
Maybe.
just felt like it was a series. I think that's what happened, but it felt like it was a series. That was the origins, right?
It doesn't explain that. Like,
It just kind of felt like that's how it got there.
and you don't even see the monster till the very end when they're falling into Earth.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But like that's just what kind of what I feel like because it's
Yeah.
just attached. You know, it's got
That,
the
or they
name and
went to a
everything.
different dimension where that shit was going on. So, but I think they also might have fucked that up. I gotta rewatch it. That was a great movie, but we'll get a little sidetracked.
Yeah, dude, that's wild.
The only reason I brought that up was to bring up that was one of them, them home camera movies,
Yeah, point of view.
actual Cloverfield. Yeah, and I don't care for that.
That's the thing that had everybody like wanting to watch it though, because in the commercials you couldn't really tell what the hell was going on. Like you knew that something really bad was happening, but everybody was like, is it a natural disaster? Like, is it a terrorist attack? You hear people screaming and it's dark. Like, is it aliens? Is it a monster? Like you just didn't fucking know because just camera like guy like falling over and screaming and everybody running. So people were just like super enticed. They were like, what the fuck is that? I have to know. And they found out. And then there was kind of like a little, now there's a universe because of it.
Yeah, I like how they didn't they actually
Which I love.
went different genres with it too. Like
Yep.
That was pretty fucking cool.
Yeah.
So so Michael B. Jordan. let's wrap that back. Yeah, Michael B. Jordan should be starring in the I Am Legend 2 movie with Will Smith. Curious to see how they're gonna do that. Hardball. That's what I was gonna say. Hardball. I think Michael B. Jordan played hardball when he was a little kid. That was with Keanu Reeves.
Yeah. Yeah. And G Baby got shot.
Yeah, one of the saddest fucking.
So sad, dude. I watched that when I was a kid. Like I had to beg my dad too, because this was like, I was like right almost about to like watch movies with cuss words and shit. And this was about like a bunch of like hood ass kids that didn't want to fucking listen at first and stuff. So he knew what it was and he watched it first and then he didn't want me to watch it. And then he finally let me watch it. And I was like, man, that's sad as fuck. Yeah. Killed G Baby. What the fuck?
Yeah. So, well, moving on. May 25th.
I love it when you call me Big Papa.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So yeah.
Whoops.
No, you good. No, coming up, we got May 25th. The ObiWan show will be releasing on Disney Plus. There is a trailer out for that one. It's going to be taking place.
He's my favorite
10
Jedi.
years after Episode 3, which, which is Revenge of the Sith.
Revirginizing the Sith.
Is that what it's called? Revenge of the Sith?
Revirginizing.
Revirginizing the Sith.
I looked. Yeah, that's what it said. I looked it up.
Obi-Wan Kenobi does some weird shit in his lightsaber. I think I downloaded the wrong version.
Yeah, that one that size.
Yeah. I've got to stay off the internet. So
at least Reddit.
It's going to be taking place 10 years after Episode 3. They are saying, I guess it's going to be before Anakin turns into Darth Vader, and so and from what I've read, they're saying they're going to be the rematch of the century in there, in quotations, rematch of the century.
Who said that?
The
Lucas.
I was reading.
Who's in charge of that right now? Favreau. Brett Favre.
Brett Favre.
I'm just kidding. John Favreau.
Is that? I thought it was Favre.
It's John Favreau.
Okay. So Brett Favre, he did Mandalorian.
He's still on Vicodin. Dude, we're gonna have lawyers.
Yeah, he did the.
You can't say that about Happy.
I know. I'm sure everybody already knows this, but there's also the book of Boba Fett out, which does feature the Mandalorian in that as well. I've been trying to get to that episode. I started it the other night. Good show.
I finished 2 episodes. I haven't gotten back to it though.
There's a lot to watch right now. There's so much content.
Tons.
It's kind of hard.
Tons.
It's hard. Yeah. So,
but I kind of just want to stick because there's so much nerd stuff. There's like a nerd wave about to hit, like a tsunami. So I just want to I kind of just want to focus on that because the other shit that comes out is kind of weak anyways. It's just a bunch of reboots and remakes from fucking 80s and 90s movies. So
yeah, but nerds are getting the time to shine right now.
I know that's why I'm like I'm just gonna stay into this area of content because this is perfect.
Yeah,
I've been kind of out of it the last like right like the last year and a half or two because of the scandemic and shit and the limbo of like putting all these origin stories out there that I'm sure other people want to see, but I just don't really care about. Now we're finally getting to some like nitty gritty, and it's gonna be. I'm back. I'm back and here for it.
I'm with you there. I'm with you there. So, yeah, ObiWan, that'll be May 25th, Disney Plus. Go watch that watch the trailer whenever you get a chance. All right. So next up, Bioshock. Netflix has announced they will be making a movie out of that.
You ever play Bioshock?
I have not. I know, right?
Me neither, dog. Never played it.
I thought you said you used to love playing those games.
Well, I mean, I've never played it.
Have you played it or not?
No, did I say that I played Bioshock?
Yeah, you've told me you played it.
I've never played Bioshock. I must have been thinking about a different game when we were talking about something, but I've never played because I just looked it up for like looking for a trailer and shit, but there's no trailer yet.
Yeah, no trailer.
But I looked it up and I was like, I've never played this game, whatever it is. But yeah, if I told you that, I was thinking of something else.
Yeah, because you were telling me and Josh in the group chat, you're like, oh man, I used to play the shit out of Bioshock back in the day.
No, because I've never even owned it. That's funny.
Right.
That's funny as fuck. Well, at least now I know I don't know what the fuck Bioshock is.
This end, my co-host is a liar,
God, bro. No, dude, I just don't know what Bioshock is. Apparently,
you must have been confused with something else then.
Yeah, I know it's like some kind of other like robot suit game. Got to be.
Yeah, I remember I seen a lot of stuff. I mean, obviously, there's millions of people have played the games. I actually almost bought it the other day because PlayStation had it on sale for quite a bit. But for those that did play the games, I'm sure you'll be happy to hear they're going to be making a live adaptation. Happy or concerned? I know it's scary once they try to make video games into a movie. I mean, there's more of them have failed than succeeded, but
yeah. Oh yeah. Works out sometimes.
Speaking of that, the Halo, they have made that into a TV show. That actually
I want to see that.
It's released. The first episode's released. The second one's about to come out, I think, on April 1st.
What? Really?
Yeah, it's on Paramount Plus. So they're saying that.
You ever seen the movies that came out like 10 years ago?
No, I didn't watch.
There was one that came out on Well, it was on Netflix. I don't know if it came out from them, but it was like it only had like 4 or 5 actors, and you never really like got close to them because there was just so much action that people were running around and fucking dying. But it was really cool. It was like an hour or something like that. It seemed kind of like a fan made almost thing, but it was nuts.
Were they that I think that was that Red versus Blue movie, wasn't it, or something like that?
I don't know if that's what it was called. Could be.
Anyways,
so long ago I can't remember.
They're saying that there's a lot of mixed reviews for the Halo show, but I was reading when they're like, oh, it's one of it set records for Paramount Plus, the most streamed show or something like that. I kind of laughed because I'm like, yeah, because y'all are still just kind of like
you've been open for 8 months.
Like
site's been open for 8 months. Get the fuck out of here.
I have Paramount Plus because I tried it out for the kids because it was like Nickelodeon shit on it, but it was nothing. It's not going to be my top one. Not shitting on them either. I mean, it's a good. No. They're newer. It's like back in the day, nobody was using Hulu. Like not many people were using Hulu.
No.
And so
back in the day, Netflix used to ship you CDs.
So yeah, BioShock. I think they still got it. Obviously, that's still in development. It's going to be. I
don't think they said it's confirmed, right?
I think it's confirmed, but it's in development. So.
Okay. Now they didn't say like any names were attached to it, is what I think I heard.
Not yet. If they have, I just haven't seen it.
I don't even think they have any studios attached to it, unless it's the actual game studios doing it.
Netflix is partnered up with 2K and 343 Studios.
2K.
I think. No,
2K
I'm thinking
Bioshock?
of Halo. I might be thinking of a Halo.
The Halo's Bungie.
Then
Activision, I think.
They're 343. I know that industry. Don't quote me on the industry names. I just know Netflix is with the game developers. They partnered up and they're like, yeah, we're going to make this.
Yeah, I don't ever want to be quoted on anything. I'm just talking.
All right. So moving on. Umbrella Academy season 3.
I'm ready for that. Here. I love that show.
It'll be here June 22nd of 2025.
2 months.
Kidding. 2022, June 22nd. There's not a trailer per se, but there's a 12-second teaser. It just kind of shows them. It shuffles.
It just
through
shows
their
like
faces.
the last fucking 10 seconds of the last episode of last season.
And then it says Sparrow Academy will be back. And you remember that was a weird shit with the multi-dimension shit going in season 2.
Yeah, which is super cool. Love that.
Yeah, honestly, I gotta rewatch a lot of that.
What's gonna be super weird though is now the character that gets played by Ellen Page, she's no longer Ellen Page. She wants to be called Eli.
Yeah,
and now has short hair and
they're working that in there. She's gonna be called Victor, I think.
What the fuck? So are they just writing in that she's now transgender, or like are they doing something else?
I guess the show's gonna do it'll be a little transition. They'll have their own transition in the show or something like that. So I don't know. I'm not gonna comment much on that. That's to each his own.
Well, that better not take fucking 20 minutes of an episode. I swear to God.
Yeah.
They need to breeze over that shit.
It's all good. Anyways, sorry, I had like 3 thoughts cross my mind, and I'm like, I'm not gonna say any of that.
Yeah, this is as far as I'm gonna go. It's the wrong show.
Yeah. That's why I was like, we have other shows we can. Anyways, but yeah, check that. Be on the lookout. June 22nd. Another season 3, The Boys. That's coming out. That one does have a trailer.
I know, and it was fucking gnarly.
Yeah,
so much blood just in the damn trailer. I was like, what? And there's so many new people. Jensen Ackles from Supernatural.
Is he in that?
Yeah, he plays Soldier Boy.
Oh, okay.
He's basically like he's kind of like Captain America.
That's who that was. Okay,
Yeah.
I remember seeing. I'm like, was that fucking Cap?
He wants to be good. Like he's like kind of scumbagish like the rest of them, but he wants to be good. This is from the graphic novels. This is some like back shit I read or listened to about somebody that read them. But like he wants to be good more than the rest of them want to be good, but he's still kind of like shitty. But like, and he'll fight valiantly until like he's losing, and then he'll fucking run. So he's kind of like Cap, but not in that way, because Cap would never run from anything ever. Ever. Even if he was about to die, he would just be like, "Fuck you,
I'll die." Like,
yeah.
He'll die.
Just keep throwing his shield until both of his arms fall off.
Yeah. So, but and Butcher has powers.
I don't remember that, dude. His eyes flickering, bro.
Did something happen at the end of season 2 I missed?
When it happened, when his eyes started doing it, I got like a, I don't know, it was like almost like a deja vu. I feel like I saw a hint of that in the ending.
I don't remember how it ended. It's like,
or maybe him telling. I think maybe he's had it and he suppressed it. That's what it was. I think that's what happened. Like because he's so pissed at other supers that he suppressed his own shit because he hates that, and that's why he's like such a self-loathing person, is because he's a super himself. That's why he hates them so much, and then also why he's such like a dirtbag, because he hates himself because he's a super who he fucking hates. Makes so much goddamn sense. And I could be wrong about that. But that's a really good theory. It makes it for good. That was good writing.
I like getting into shows with I really like getting into shows when there's already like 5 seasons out, so I can binge that shit together, because trying to keep up in real time is like there's so much time between seasons.
You've seen all of the boys though, right?
And I've seen it. It's been a while since it released, and But so yeah, that'll be out June 3rd. Go check that trailer out. Keep that.
So we're getting that, and then boom, Umbrella.
Yeah, same month.
Nice.
So, but anyways, we got April 8th. We have Sonic 2's coming out. Everybody. The first one was I actually liked the first one. The Sonic, it was pretty fucking dope.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty funny.
Yeah,
pretty comical, and I really want to see Tails and Knuckles. So.
Yeah,
the whole time I'm watching the first one, you know about the other characters, so you're just like, I really want to see them, and then you see that that's the only 2 that get introduced in the second one, so you're like, well, there better be a third, because I want to see Shadow.
Yeah, he was always my favorite, was Shadow.
I like Knuckles. Knuckles is my favorite, but
you got Idris Elba playing him.
Yeah, I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
As soon as I heard the voice, I was like, oh fuck yeah, Heimdall. Let's go.
Yeah,
let's go.
He So that's interesting. There's a new trailer out that shows quite a bit more of Knuckles. If you want to go check that out. But it'll be, the movie itself will be releasing in about a week from now. So April 8th. Keep an eye out for that. Then we got Miss Marvel. That's coming out. Yeah, that's coming out June 8th. So June's looking to be a good month so far. There is a trailer out for that as well. Go check that trailer out.
I just watched it.
Yeah, it's got the vibe of a more childish, kind of more aimed towards like
it was kidsy.
Yeah, because Disney makes a lot of preteen show, and in my opinion,
that's how old she is in the new like versions of Kamala Khan that have been made recently.
Sure,
probably about 6 or 7 years ago, I think they were made.
I remember years ago they've talked about making, trying to get different genres for different audience, target audiences. So like the new Doctor Strange is supposed to be the first time they've stepped towards horror, while Miss Marvel, seems more preteenish.
Yeah.
Which cool. I mean, technically, I'm sure there's some people out there that are like, all the superhero shit's for children, but those people can go fuck themselves.
Yeah, kiss my ass.
Yeah. Yeah. So Miss Marvel, it looks like it'll be all right. It's something I'll probably watch with the kids and stuff. They like the superhero shit, and so that's a good one to look out for. So we already talked about Halo, Defenders. The Defenders shows. So you got Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, Iron Fist, and how could I forget Daredevil? Those are now have been moved from Netflix over to Disney Plus, which kind of funny. They didn't just throw it in the Marvel section with the MCU. They were like,
did they throw it? They threw it in Disney Plus.
It's on Disney Plus,
kind of like it's archived.
Yeah, but they put it in its own section, so it doesn't answer the question if it's part of the MCU canon or not. It just says the Defender Saga. So that was their way.
It has to be. It showed Charlie Cox in an MCU movie.
Ian, technically, Clark. Well, no, I'm thinking Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. has also been grabbed and moved to Disney Plus, which has got Clark Gregg.
I'm so happy. I'm so pleased about that Charlie Cox appearance.
That was
so pleased. Because I don't want anybody else to play him. Because unless it's Ben Affleck, even as old as he is, I loved Ben Affleck as Daredevil in that movie.
Yeah,
he's too old.
I enjoyed that
now,
movie,
but yeah, the first Daredevil was awesome, and then Elektra spinoff, and it was good. That was great too.
Yeah. So those are on Disney Plus. Everybody's I've heard that they're making a new Daredevil, another season, but it's I think it's rumored. But I think they're doing something with the character. Obviously,
to be honest, I didn't know it's still going because I've only seen, I think, season 3.
I haven't finished season 3, so don't spoil that. But I know for a fact, if I'm not mistaken, he stopped being Daredevil or something. But now with the way they're incorporating the MCU thing, like I'm curious to see how Phase 4 is going because they brought Kingpin over in Hawkeye, they got Daredevil over in Spider-Man. So that was like the first time you really see somebody grabbed from. They've had cameos from MCU into.
I was wondering when the fuck it would happen. They're both in New York. There's so many comic book characters in New York, and like none of these bitches meet each other. New York's not this big, dude.
Kevin Feige years ago when they were talking about, are there going to be any of the Defenders in there? And he didn't really care. He didn't want to do it because then at the time he was like, for people to understand the reference, you're now asking the audience to watch all these movies and now watch all these shows, so at the time they separated, and then storylines started to differ.
DC fans don't have a problem with it.
Yeah, but look at the MCU versus the DCEU.
Yeah, but we're just waiting.
Well, they're doing it now.
Yeah, we're just waiting. That's all.
But so they've had MCU brought
Marvel
down.
Marvel got a hell of a head start, and they used Usain Bolt.
What?
Yeah. Our runner is like a guy with like one leg. You get it?
No, I don't.
Oh.
Moving on. All right. So the upcoming Secret Invasion show that's going to be coming to Disney Plus. Not quite sure when that's going to be, but some rumors going around now. You know, Emilia Clarke's been rumored to play in the MCU. She's supposed to be in Marvel. Now they're thinking that she's going to be playing someone named Veranke as a main villain for the entire show.
That's what I saw.
So that's interesting. I'm curious.
Yeah. My Dragon Queen is back.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what's going on
Jon
there.
Snow.
But then you also they're also saying that Rhodey's coming back. War Machine. Apparently he's been seen in set
Which
photos.
one?
Don Cheadle, obviously.
Okay.
He's
I don't know what they're doing.
Terrence
now.
Howard played.
They're crazy.
I
know. I just love Terrence Howard.
He only played one in Iron Man 1, I think it was, and then after that
I just like Terrence Howard.
So yeah, you got they're I know. So War Machine going to Secret Invasion. If I'm not mistaken, there's also an Armor War show coming out, and I think he's going to be in there too. So wonder what he's doing across these and through these shows.
And I wonder what that'll be about. Like, I wonder how that you can carry a story about that.
What?
War Machine? Was it going to be like the daily life of him, like being a general, or being War Machine, or
Armor Wars?
Having a team.
I think Armor Wars is more focused around like Tony suits or any multiple suits of armor, not just War Machine. He's just in it, I believe. I need to look more into that. I don't think there's too much out for it right now. Yeah. So, all right, moving on. So we got Nova. Nova's who's that?
Fucking go.
Ryder.
Richard Ryder.
Richard Ryder. Yes, thank you. He's that's in the works now. With one of the writers from Moon Knight. His name's Sabir Pirzada. I know I'm butchering that.
And he did well so far.
Yeah. We'll bring that up in just a minute. But yeah, so Nova, another superhero, another Marvel shit. Wait, that's Marvel, right? Fucking up.
What? Nova? Yeah.
Yeah, Nova. Okay.
Yeah. Nova Corps. Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, but isn't that different than?
No, they were brought up in it, is what I'm saying. That's pretty much one of their bigger appearances. John C. Reilly played one of the commanders.
No, I remember that. That's a big deal.
Well, that was cool as fuck.
I think that's gonna have.
I was like, yeah, oh, look at that curly-headed fuck.
And I liked his acting. It was like the one that wasn't just as goofy. Like you.
Well, apparently before he was comedic, he was an actual serious actor. Like I had forgot he played one of the fishermen in The Perfect Storm, which won like awards. That was George Clooney and Mark Wahlberg, him, and a couple other people. Yeah, it won awards, and it was. Have you never seen The Perfect Storm? It's a true story.
No, I haven't seen it.
Dude, you got to watch The Perfect Storm. Oh my god.
Listen, I run a show about movies and TV shows, and I don't watch movies and TV shows apparently.
Yeah, this guy. Luckily, he has me.
Yeah. So they got that. That's in the works. We got Craven. Craven's coming out.
That's gonna be cool.
January 23 of 2023. That's made by Sony. So I'm guessing
who's gonna play him? It's made by who?
Sony.
Okay.
What?
You said Sonny.
Sonny from Big Daddy. He
made by Sonny, oh boy.
Yeah, no, Sony. That one's. I guess that's going to take place in the Sony the Spider-Verse.
Right. Yeah, he's going to be. I guess they're going to try to make him like a main villain for the Spider-Verse now.
Yeah, and that is an actor who's already played in the MCU. Aaron Taylor Johnson.
I forget.
Pietro Maximoff. Pietro. He played
Quicksilver.
Is
he beefing up for it? He wasn't particularly big. I mean, he was supposed to play somebody more slender. He was a speedster, so.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure. I thought, yeah. So he's taking another role.
Speedsters in the Marvel universe, but you know.
I wonder. I don't think that there's going to be any ties. Like, oh, he's a different. Like, there's explanation of why it's.
I don't think so either. Yeah, it's going to be so far from being a different character that it won't even matter. There's other characters.
Just years, but he's also now it's a Spider-Verse.
There's probably like 10 people now that have done it, right? Playing different characters.
Oh my god, so many.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not so many, but you're right.
There's probably like 10.
You got
looked into it.
Patton Oswalt from Agents of Shield. He actually played like 6 people.
Played himself 6 times. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kept showing up in different places, freaking people the fuck out.
You're like, aren't you
Like,
dead?
what the
Or
fuck?
something?
It just pass through the fucking hallway.
Yeah, and then he turns around and plays MODOK.
Yeah.
Obviously not connected. That was actually it was a funny ass show. Hulu. It was a Hulu animated comedy of MODOK.
Yeah.
It was a cool take. It was something to laugh at, with a Marvel twist.
It was a cool take because like the only time that I've seen MODOK, because I don't think I've ever read any comics where MODOK was a villain, not yet anyways, any of those series. But first time I saw him was in the Marvel Ultimate Alliance. He played one of the bosses, and you got to fight him, and he was talking shit like that in the game too.
Oh, well, from what I heard, that he was a laughable character in the first place, and that's why we were like, fuck it, we'll go ahead and spin off of that.
He was talking shit, definitely.
All right, and then last announcement. It's a little bit more light, I guess, but apparently they got a rumor that Finding Nemo is going to be having a spinoff on Disney Plus. Figured I'd just throw that in there for the fans of the children's movies.
I love Finding Nemo.
Yeah, a lot of adults too. I mean, it came out when we were children, so
I watched that shit on repeat. Yeah, when I was a kid, dude, I watched that shit on repeat.
Yeah, so they did the Finding Dory. Now they're talking about making a spinoff show on the
Fish are friends,
Disney.
not food.
See, I get interested in stuff like this because I have kids. And if I let them pick, it's the same.
I get interested in it because I am a kid.
Well, I try to find kid shows that are like, all right, I can tolerate this to get the kids into because they're gonna want to watch it 1,000 fucking times, and I'm tired of hearing Peppa Pig
instead of oh no.
But my daughter talks like that. I'm like, she says, I ask her something, she'll be like, no, and I'm like, child abuse. But yeah, so that's it pretty much for the news updates. I know that kind of
wait, did we talk about Morbius or Moon
that's
Knight?
what I was coming out to now. It's out
bad.
now though.
Whoops.
What is I'm gonna say out now. I'm gonna add Morbius in the out now section because it comes out Friday, and I'm pretty sure the show
most
will not
likely
be
people will be able to see it
released by that time.
It's exclusive in theaters tonight, I think.
Is it?
I think so.
Maybe. I mean, it's Wednesday. It comes out Friday.
I think because it's coming out on something else too on Friday. No. Maybe
it's going to be just.
Well, then I saw on a billboard or an ad or a sign somewhere. I remember seeing it. It specifically said exclusively in theaters this date, and I think it was saying Wednesday.
They're saying
30th. Yeah.
Well, they're also saying that exclusively because now people get confused. They're going to be like, "Where's it going to be streaming?" And it's like, no, it's exclusively theaters. You're not streaming this.
Maybe that's what they mean, but I think it said today.
But it's supposed to release Friday. But I've also there's some of the past movies. I'm
wrong a lot.
They're already screening this there. You know what I mean? So, but check that out, Morbius. You got.
I can't wait to see that shit.
Jared Leto coming out.
Vampire.
Yeah. They're having mixed reviews so far but that's just critics who get to see the fucking movie, and we don't trust them. They're not
Rotten
real movie
Tomatoes.
fans.
Eat shit, Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, so I have high hopes.
Jared Leto's great. He's gonna pull it off. It'll be fine.
I enjoy Jared.
I like Jared Leto is a great actor. He's a great actor. He's a great actor, singer, all that shit. Yeah. The dude is a phenomenal just person.
Yeah, I know nothing about his actual self as a person, but the work that he's done.
Wouldn't that be if he to do all that stuff? He's just like a big righteous piece of shit.
Yeah,
he's always tossing stuff at people. What the fuck, man?
Yeah,
Christian Bale.
We got Morbius be out Friday. It's probably already out though by the time you're watching this. We got Moon Knight has released today for us. Today is the 30th. Disney. Jimmy has seen it. I have not yet. I'm actually going to be watching that probably after this show at some point tonight. So that episode 1, obviously, they do the weekly thing, which I want to say is this the first time you actually caught the episode 1 out of all these shows that they've released on Disney Plus?
What, the same day?
Well, I remember multiple ones. You're like, I'm gonna wait until there's a few episodes out because I don't like watching.
No, I watched Loki same day.
Oh, okay.
And then I've only seen one episode, maybe 2 of Hawkeye. Still haven't finished that, and just kind of like disinterested, to be honest. I just don't.
Hmm.
I like Clint enough, and I love Jeremy Renner, but I'm just not too into Hawkeye, so it's like whatever to me.
Well, in my opinion,
If-
Hawkeye had a feel that kind of like what Miss Marvel feels like. A little bit
Kind
more
of set apart.
a little more a little bit more childish, like maybe not
Yeah,
childish. I
yeah,
don't want to say
yeah.
childish, but like
It just felt more kid-like because it felt like because of Haley Steinfeld.
well, it's just more family friendly. Let's put it that way. It's more of a
Yeah.
yeah, so it's more of a family show. Obviously, my family loved watching it. I still enjoy the show. Don't get me wrong.
What other series have come out in Marvel?
You got WandaVision, you got Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
Then there was Loki.
Yeah, I
then
waited until WandaVision was
Hawkeye.
over and binged it.
Okay. That one pissed me off because I think that was the first one to hit Disney. The episodes were
It
like
took me so long to get over that fucking time gap changing bullshit. I was like, dude, I do not like this.
well, the way they released it, like we were so excited, especially during the pandemic. We were so excited for these shows. They're like 30 minutes long, you'd say. And then
Yeah.
you're waiting for the whole show for something to actually happen. And then you can like pause it or you look and like, okay, there's 6 minutes left, so something's gonna happen. And then boom, it's like fucking 6 minutes of credits.
Yeah.
And you're like,
Huh.
like it,
Guess the cool shit happens in the next episode.
yeah, like that was all right, but like, and then like I wanted another episode, not in a sense of like, oh, I'm left on my edge. I need to know. I'm just kind of
Yeah.
like, I just
And
want
then
more
and then it
content.
ends the way it does, and the next time we see her, she's like picking fucking oranges or some shit, and Doctor
Yeah.
Strange goes to find her.
But then about 3-4 episodes in, it starts getting, if I binged it, that I understand now why the dude who played Vision, what's his name? Paul Bettany. He was like, it's
Yeah.
pretty much once you're done, it's like one big movie. And I can understand that together it does make like a movie, but individual shows waiting week by week was just kind of like fuck.
He's a great actor. I like him.
They're all great actors. It's
Paul
great.
Bettany.
It's just a lot to wait for. 7 days of excitement just to fucking
Yeah. No, I didn't really care for that one either. I did watch it just because I really liked the character Vision
Mhm.
and just the whole lineage of just all that. Well, I mean, I guess him being Jarvis and then Ultron and then him making a new bot and then him being Vision and shit like that. But what was he before? Didn't he took the Soul Stone and put him in Ultron?
It was Jarvis.
Or the Mind Stone in Jarvis, but which turned into Ultron, right?
Kind of. You got
Remember, remember how that happened.
remember that was Avengers Age of Ultron, obviously.
Just so
Ultron
far back
was
in the
making-
movies, I can't remember.
Ultron started making him, and then they canceled it, and then Tony was like, no, we're still reviving this. And then fucking Thor shows up out of nowhere with the power with his hammer, electrifies that shit. And so he's
That's
got
right.
the voice of Jarvis, which is just a
Okay.
rather very intelligent system. I think that's what that stands for. Just a rather very intelligent system. Yeah. Let me
That's
know if I'm wrong,
hilarious.
viewers. Yeah. So anyways, Moon Knight, that's out now. Morbius will be out now while you're watching. Definitely go watch those. Hopefully I will have seen
Moon Knight was
Morbius by
great.
the next time we record. Morbius or Moon Knight, definitely gonna be checking that out like ASAP. So you loving it though?
Yeah, I thought it was really good.
Hmm.
Really good. I'm not gonna say anymore because I don't want to ruin it for anybody or you.
Thank you.
It was really good. I thought.
All right.
But I also am biased because I mean, as you can see here too, Moon Knight pops. Can't get my finger to go in the right direction here. There we go. Boom. Moon Knight.
It's like middle school all over again.
Still pointing at Batman and the other one like an idiot.
All right, so moving on. I'm talking about some video games. Anybody who has been waiting for a Hogwarts Legacy should be happy now. Not too happy.
Clap your hands.
It's
Sorry.
still not out. They're saying holiday 2022, so this Christmas time. But they've let us in on some progress. They have released an official 15 minutes of gameplay, which it's a combination of
Who was playing?
well,
The mod?
What it is there's a combination of cinematic scenes with some gameplay, narrate. Obviously they got a narrator in there, and they show you. I guess it was all developed on the PS5 developer kit. They're showing you what they've got pretty much out so far. Obviously, if they're going to be releasing it now, 2 years later after when we thought they would be releasing it, because I bought the PS5 in 2020 release day, and I was like, Hogwarts Legacy should be coming out in just a couple months, and then they kept pushing. But now 15 minutes are out. I've watched it. I
haven't seen that. I watched an in-depth conversation about it. Like some lady, I think one of the developers was talking about it, and she was describing some of the features and stuff, but I haven't seen that.
It's good. I'm excited. The only
Does it look good?
it looks great. It looks fun.
Is it on everything?
I believe it should.
Okay.
Yeah.
I might get it for PC.
It takes place in the 1800s, so they did that like
cool.
You're not gonna see no really familiar faces besides like the ghost. They showed that. They showed like the ghost.
It's the Wizarding World. I don't give a shit.
Yeah. The combat. The only thing that's the only thing a little iffy. Like I'm hoping it doesn't feel repetitive. Because
what you mean actual dueling?
Well, you fight creatures, you can fight all this stuff, but you don't. It's not like other games. You get to switch around guns, and you can switch from different guns, knives, and shit like that. It's like you got a wand, you can use magic. So you're kind of limited in that aspect. So hopefully, you don't feel repetitive. But they said that there's a bunch of different
it's 1800s. You don't get a fucking sword.
No,
Godric Gryffindor had a sword.
I did see a spell where I watched.
Godric Gryffindor had a sword, and that was 1800s in Hogwarts.
Well, there was a part I watched him. He did a spell, and like a sword came out of the air and just stabbed the guy.
That's sick.
So, and they said that there's a lot of combinations of spells that you can do to really shape your fighting style. So, I guess it's like playing like with a what would they call that? Arcane or
I would just be like
other games.
I would just be like Acio's sword.
But you have to go to. Apparently, you start off in your fifth year, which is really strange for Hogwarts. No one ever really starts off as a fifth year, but you're new to the school. I guess a transfer.
Okay,
that's what I'm gonna wonder.
There's like 5 schools. Well, maybe not in the 1800s, but I know now, like nowadays. There's 5 schools.
But then, so you start off as a fifth year. You have to like attend classes. I guess it would be like other video games. You got to kind of grind in to get your stuff, and then you start being able to do all kinds of shit throughout the castle, and then you get to fight. There's like all kinds of beasts and shit. Had some cool ones, some new ones I never seen. One of them looked like motherfucking who Davy Jones from the Caribbean on a fucking lion.
Wow.
Yeah, that was weird.
A squid lion.
Well, it was like a beast walking on 4s, but then he had like a few like looking like tentacle things from its chin. So I'm like, what the fuck is that? Yeah, it was weird. It was a weird one. We'll have to wait to see. So yeah, if you want to see more, definitely go check out that. Like I said, there's about 15 minutes there, so there's a lot of content, a lot of shit shows you're gonna be able to do. So I'm just happy to see some progress because I've been really fucking
a hippogriff. That's what it is.
I think you can. I saw some dude flying on one. So yeah, that's Hogwarts Legacy. Go check it out. Also, Tinytinas Wonderlands has been released, and I'm fucking loving it. It is. Like it? Yeah, it's a spinoff from the Borderlands games. If any
RPG, right?
Yes. You get spinoff from Borderlands. You have Tiny Tina. She, I think, I want to say who's that lady that plays her? Emily Blunt. I can't remember her name now.
No way, Emily Blunt plays her.
No, not Blunt. It's another. I can't remember to be honest.
Emily Brown.
No, but so she is a dungeon master for a D&D game. She gets 2 other people, which voiced by Andy Samberg and fucking Wanda Sykes as a robot. They're playing too. So you're in Dungeons and Dragons in Borderlands, huh?
Are they both robots?
No, just Wanda.
Oh, okay. Well, who's Sandy? And Sandy's just a voice.
Yeah, he plays.
Sorry.
Yeah, he plays some. I don't remember the guy's name he plays, but he just plays a dude. So they're playing D&D with you. And then so you get to pick your classes, kind of like a standard D&D game, or actually standard game of that type. Like the Skyrim or WoW. You got those kind of classes.
Yeah.
With a twist.
What are you playing as?
I'm playing with what you would call
Ranger?
like a hunter.
Okay.
So like a ranged fighter with a bow.
Do you get a can you like tame or get pets or anything like that?
I haven't gotten that far because I'm like,
But supposedly you can.
It said that you can get a companion.
Oh, cool.
So
yeah, that's what that means.
Yeah,
Hopefully,
and
hopefully.
I haven't made it far because
Hopefully it's not a fucking dog. It's just like, here you go, there's a dog.
No, it's
Thanks,
a weird ass
Fido.
creature. It's
Okay.
a Borderlands creature. So,
what if it's a bully mong? What's a bully bong?
Yeah,
Bully mong?
I guess
Bully
we'll find
bong.
out. Like
You
I said,
remember from like the first one?
I didn't play
Bully
much of the
gongs?
first. I really played a lot more of the third.
Yeah,
but
shit's so much fun.
Like I said, I haven't made it too far because I've been waiting for someone to fucking play it with me because I don't want to get too deep all by myself. But I'm probably gonna have to just keep diving. But it's awesome. And then so it's got a twist because Tina's fucking crazy. So you still get guns and there's explosions. So I was worried that they were going to take all that out and leave you with just, like a medieval, one of those play styles. But no, so you still get the Borderlands switching through guns, picking up gear. You got your shield and shit like that. But you also have a magical, you get powers on top of that.
Right.
So it's.
So what do you have, like a bow or a gun?
I have a gun. I have right now I have an assault rifle and
Are they still
shotgun.
kind of weapons like in Borderlands where like you can shoot it and the shell turns into like a dragon that shits fire, that shits lightning?
Well, I have a pistol actually that as I kill them, there's like it looks like a demon bird will steal their health while I'm shooting them.
Oh, that's cool.
I'll get some of the health back. But then I can hit R1 and then I pull out like a mystical bow that'll shoot their ass and stuff too.
Sweet. I don't know. I might have to download it.
It's dude, the twist is great. I like
what are the classes? Is there a mage? Mage class?
There's
sort of.
one. Yeah, the equivalent of a mage. You got
I'll probably play that if I download it.
There's the dead, and what is that? There's a necrophiliac. No, what's
necromancer?
Yeah, there's a necromancer.
I might play that. That sounds cool. Bring out some zombies.
I know the Dark Lord, which is voiced by Will Arnett. I think he's a necromancer because it's funny. Tina, they make a comment like that. It's fucking hilarious script writing, but they're like, haven't we already killed this guy? And she's like, yeah, but he's a necromancer. So how do you really, or I think that is it necromancer, the ones that's dead and that can bring themselves, whatever. He's like, so how do you can never really kill those
bring
fuckers.
Yourself back to life. I mean, if there's somebody that can raise the dead, they probably have incantations in place, like on their bodies or something that will like resurrect them if they die.
That's what she says. He's like, you can't really you can't kill them fuckers, really. So he's back. Like, the reference there, and then the
zombie king.
There's another part in the tutorial when he's like, oh man, we can't get through this. How are we gonna get through this? She's like, oh, I guess you can't unless you have explosions. And he's like, why is there explosions? Like, because this is my game. Like, so yeah.
Her answers for everything are hilarious.
Yeah, it's fucking.
She's so nonchalant, savage. Like a smile in your face will stabbing you in the face.
It's a good twist of the game though, so that way you're not just playing Borderlands again. It's something different, but still Borderlands. So, that was dope.
It's good to know that them taking so long on it made a difference.
Mm-hmm.
Take notes, other games. Stop making them every fucking year. Take like 3 years off. Go on vacation for 2 of them. Make a better game on the 3rd.
So, all right. Another thing I want to discuss is there's a PlayStation Plus and PlayStation Now will be merging. So that's going to be
what's that going to mean?
Well,
we're gonna get now.
Well,
not for the same price.
No,
it's just gonna be bumped up.
I'm gonna read you what exactly the difference in it. So
now we're gonna be forced to pay more of a price because it's included.
No, just hear me out. So right now, actually, it's going to take place in June. Anybody who just pays their $10 monthly thing for the PlayStation Plus, it's going to be called the PlayStation Plus Essential. You're going to be provides the same benefits that PlayStation Plus members are getting today, such as you get the 2 monthly downloadable games, exclusive discounts, cloud storage, and multiplayer. There are no changes for existing PlayStation members in this tier, so the price stays the same. You still get the same shit. Now, this is where we get the option to upgrade because I don't pay for PlayStation Now right now because I have before, and I don't but I just don't right now. But if I wanted to, you could upgrade for $15 a month for the PlayStation Plus Extra. You get all the same benefits, but then it adds a catalog of up to 400 of the most enjoyable PS4 and PS5 games, including blockbuster hits from our studios and third-party partners. And then, all these games are downloadable to play. So you get a wide range. I think, in my opinion,
Isn't it all the same price, separate anyways?
Well, you can do PlayStation Now, which is another $10 a month. So this would actually save you $5.
PlayStation Now is 10 now.
Yeah. So or maybe is it 5?
It was $5.99 when I was paying for it.
Oh, okay.
Actually, it was $4.99. My bad.
But then there's one more tier. It's PlayStation Plus Premium. It's got all the benefits of the other two, but then it adds another 340 additional games, including the PS3 games.
It's not just like the free games or whatever, because right. Mm-hmm. That's not just like the free games they're talking about, where they're like, oh,
no. Like games. the PlayStation Plus Extra. They're not just talking about like a lot of PlayStation Now is really just a lot of PS3 shit I've noticed, but this is saying adds 400 of the most enjoyable PS4 and PS5. That's those two consoles. But then when you add the premium, which is $18 a month, it adds another 340 games, which is PS3 games, PS2, PSP, and you can play those like via the cloud. It's because it offers cloud streaming access for original PlayStation, PS2, PSP, PS4. So you can do cloud streaming with that one now. So now the cloud is where you don't have to, as long as you got decent internet, you don't actually have to download the fucking games. You can just boot up and go.
Yeah.
And then they're also going to time limited game trials will be offered in this tier. So pretty much for that extra one, you pay an extra $8 and they're saying about 740 is what I'm seeing. 740 more games you can play every month. And so my opinion on this is that they're finally doing something to counter Xbox Game Pass, because they've been fucking winning with that one.
Maybe.
Well, there's so many games that like on Game Pass, they just release on day one on that bitch and people are playing it for free. I have Game Pass as well which is awesome because it goes for the PC and the Xbox Series S. So, or the Xbox One, all of it. Yeah, so there's like many games like Forza Horizon 5. As soon as that released, that bitch was on it. So I was immediately into that shit. Flight Simulator, the new Halo, all that shit just dropped on there for free. So
Goat Simulator.
Not free, but yeah, Goat Simulator. There's a fucking
that's an actual fucking game, you know that?
But I think there's a work simulator, like an office. You can simulate being at work, bro. And I'm like,
you can just go to work. What do you mean simulate? What is that for rich people that don't have to work? They're like, what do normal people feel like?
This game for sucks.
Yeah, all they do is sit down at the desk and they're like, get me the fuck off of this thing. Throw the Oculus across the room.
Who the fuck would play this? And we're like, that's my job.
Who bought me this son of a bitch?
So
you're fired.
I'm curious to see how it's going, what it's going to look like. I'm definitely going to upgrade all the way to the top one, at least for the first month or two, just to kind of see that out. I wish I had a lot better internet, because then I would never have to fucking download half of these games, just stream them bitches. So yeah, that's all right. So speaking of video games, I want to move forward with the free games of the month.
Right.
So I'm not going to drag this out too much, but this is for April, and we're still just doing the console right now. Haven't incorporated much of the PC, because with the Steam and Epic, because I don't really use them much. Like I said, on PC, I use the Game Pass, and that's pretty much gets me what I need there. So on Xbox, April, we have 4 games. Another Site, Hue. I'm going to butcher this. Outpost, Coloki X. It might be right. Outpost, Coloki X. And then MX versus ATV Alive. Those are your 4 free games on Xbox. Then PlayStation, we have Hood, Outlaws, and Legends. Another SpongeBob game. I want to say SpongeBob was last month too. But
maybe it's a different SpongeBob game.
No, SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated. I think that's a different one, but just okay. And then Slay the Spire. So nothing really jumps out at me there, in my opinion. But free games, just add them to your collection anyways. Does stuff.
Yep.
Why not? They're free. They give it to you. Maybe like in my case, now that my son's old enough to play games, all them free games that I fucking have added to my library, he's like, oh, I want to play those. I'm like, see, I'm glad I did that.
Yeah, I store mine in my butt.
You don't even have to download them, but if you want to put them on a USB and then just your choice.
No, I mean individually, it's no problem.
That's it, folks. All right. So that
I don't
is
feel anything.
that is the free games of the month. Go check those out. Go download those. Like, oh, yeah. That pretty much wraps up today's episode. Appreciate y'all hanging around. Today's was really just more of a news update. I had some other segments I want to add, but it's got to get them a little bit more developed, a little more fine-tuned. And so I hope y'all enjoyed hanging out with us today. You're fucking up my exit, man. I'm just trying to get the show ended. No. So anything else you want to add, bud?
No, I'm good.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, till next time, folks. Thank you. Make sure to like, share, subscribe. See us on the website oldcap.net. It's where you can find us. We have new episodes of. Well, let me go ahead and address it here. Our show, As Above So Below, has went through a name change again. When you want to tell us about that one?
No habla inglés. It just goes and it's gone. It's just gone.
What's the name of that fucking show, dog?
The Esoteric Treehouse.
Oh, okay. He speaks English.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Yeah. So the Esoteric Treehouse, check us out. We're like, I think we want to say like 21 episodes, 23, something like that.
24.
Okay. We just recently recorded one on.
Yeah, we just
Hitler.
did. We just repeated. That sounds so bad, dude. He's right, but it sounds bad. Oh my god.
Hitler going to Argentina.
Yeah, episode 24. Hitler escaping to Argentina, or possibly was the other place.
Antarctica.
Yeah, New Schwabenland.
Yeah. So we got that. That's our, conspiracy podcast. If you want to get a little bit more political and hear some more honest thoughts, check us out on Free Speakers. Not us. It's actually more of Jimmy and another one of our coworkers, Josh, another person, one of us. And then also for your sports updates, we have Couch Coach Cast. That's back at it again. That's come more episodes there. So for your sports updates, go check us out. But you can find all of us at oldcap.net. Really just an umbrella for everything that we got going on. So thank you. Until next time.
Later.
Brace yourself for the darkness.